Tell us who you are and how you got involved with the movement.
Okay, I'm Cameron Gray. I'm an attorney. I have been for 41 years, and I have done civil rights work the entire time. That's all I did. I did nothing but represent criminals, criminal defense, and civil rights people that have been abused by the police. Why? Because I spent most of my time in jail, being arrested by cops, put in jail because I was homeless. Not because I committed any crime.
Right.
But because of the kitten to say I had.
Improper.
They let me out. They locked me up and they let me out. I used to collect cans on the highway with my mother. That's how we survived. Until she got her feet amputated. Because she was walking in the snow and the ice up in Tulsa, Oklahoma in the winter. So I know what it's like to suffer and the abuse of the power. When I say the power, I'm talking about the police. I'm talking about the government. I'm talking about big business. I'm talking about the 1% that tries to run the 99% of the rest of us into the ground.
Those in power in the United States. And so you saw Occupy Wall Street happening, and you decided to go down to camp and talk to the guys. How did you ever talk to Occupy Fort Worth, and then you decided to become the lawyer?
Occupy Dallas.
Okay, you came down the river.
People over here in Fort Worth heard about me and called me from Dallas over here.
Right.
I ended up handling all of those cases. And I might add that the cases were dismissed, the charges were dismissed, except for one. And he came over here to Fort Worth. He thought he could get some justice over here. He ended up in jail. That's what Fort Worth's good for.
Well,
you're not going to see any black people on this jury today.
Yeah, we saw that. We heard that there were no black people on the jury. And how do they get away with it? You're a lawyer. How does that work? We see it on TV all the time. Stack the jury, stack the jury. But isn't that enough malfeasance for government itself at the federal level to say, we're not going to let you cities go stacking juries for court trials? How is stacking juries still even a thing?
I don't know what you mean by stacking.
By them rejecting, in the voir dire, whatever process. Voir dire process.
Voir dire.
How are they getting away with that? That doesn't sound American at all. Let's just say you can't serve.
Do you actually think that you live in a country where you're free and you have freedoms? Forget it. You don't have any rights in this country. If you're in this county, you don't have any rights at all. Forget it.
Well, there are laborers over here. There are laborers everywhere, so you have to know it's not the city. They're workers here. They might as well be saints. They're laborers.
90% of the people in this county have Donald Trump logo sticker on their car. You can't hear the word they say, and you never know what they're going to do. That's fair.
Oh my goodness.
There is no such thing as justice and fairness.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for talking to us. Well, you heard it here from an officer of the court here in Tarrant County. Everything is not peaches and cream. There's the courtroom where this man's fate is being sealed. Nothing like having a criminal record to follow you around and all the other trouble.
Remember that protest over in Dallas here a little while back where there's about 15, 16 people arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the protest was about, man. But anyway, there was about 16 cases.
Bank of America?
It was a couple of years ago in Dallas. And it was a march where they arrested for blocking traffic. Well,
that could have been the Michael Brown.
Right. Anyway, the truth of the matter is they weren't blocking anything. The cops routed them into an area where they couldn't protest anymore and then arrested them. That's the truth. I said every one of those for jury trial. And the DA, when they looked at their evidence,
Good work. Good on you.
So,
good work. One of your better moments. Well, we're so proud of you, and we're so glad you're here.
And the other thing, I got to talk now. When I was just a child, about 17, 18 years old, I was the first ordained and licensed minister in the state of Oklahoma to pastor a black-white church.
A mixed congregation.
That was back in the 60s. That's when black people had to get permission to even go into a pastor. They couldn't use a water fountain. They had to sit at the back of the bus.
Right.
I remember those days. I remember
so do I.
and you couldn't go even walk, you couldn't even walk into a restaurant and get a service if you were black. And if you go in with a white man, they throw the white man out too, which I have plenty of that.
Yeah.
So I've been dealing with this all along.
Dallas and Fort Worth is not the most progressive place historically, but
Also, now I'm going to get personal. The most beautiful woman I ever met in my life was a member of my church that I was the pastor of up in Oklahoma City. She was so beautiful. Her name was Mary, and she was just as black as she could be.
we already know.
We had so much fun going out tonight and going into the restaurants and places trying to get and getting thrown out.
Because you're a mixed race couple.
Because I was hanging out with a black woman. You know, so I'm a horrible person.
No, you're not. You're a great person. We appreciate what you do. We appreciate everything you do. All right, thank you. Yeah, wasn't that a wonderful story? Well, now he has this podium. He doesn't know how many viewers are actually going out to, and I never know because this isn't livestream.com, which is where they started at OWS in New York. They started using livestream.com. Livestream gave Anthony, the biggest streamer at the time, they gave him a free upgrade because he had thousands of viewers every day. Yeah, so that's free advertising to them. So they gave him a free upgrade, and we're all waiting to try to get in. Are you're here to support the city?
No, actually, I'm here
Oh, okay. Well, I know the Fourth Estate, you don't really have an opinion. You don't want to have an opinion, guilty, not guilty. Do you mind? It's Occupy Dallas TV. It's an amateur live stream. It's not professional. You can't. You have to get me, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because you're a reporter. And it would be like having somebody star reporter on somebody's amateur show.
Well, I don't mind.
Yeah, but I understand. I Is the trial over?
Oh, no, we're just getting started.
Oh, okay.
Start up
Who is Rashadian? Who is the press member that you all got that they gave permission to stream?
She's from London and she's not here.
Oh, okay. Well, do you think they'll do contingency and let me stream in her place?
Yeah, but they're going to let her take the camera.
Oh, she had to just go and take notes.
Yeah. They don't have to let her bring the mic in because bring the camera to the
Oh, okay. So y'all can see now some of the support groups that came to be with the Shadian. This is ODTV live stream. Find us, follow us on YouTube. This is what remains of the great Occupy Wall Street movement. A few live streams, that's all there is that's left.
This is my extended family. It's amazing. All the different ethnicities and backgrounds and just how we all come together. But I mean, we all see a problem in the way our communities are being ran. So I wouldn't trade none of these people for the world. This is blood. This is blood. Some of these people come on, at our darkest times, and we've been there for each other when, pain and strive for. We've done for each other more than our family we do for us. And so here we are, and we're going to stand. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to stand together.
Lashadian, besides Gorilla Mainframe, what other organizations openly express to you that they support you at this? And
we got the Next Generation Action.
Oh yeah, Next Gen.
We have Dallas Action Coalition. We have my organization, obviously here.
What's your organization?
Work. We have the Revolution Consult. There's a lot of organizations. We just have individuals.
Oh yeah.
And, see the positivity that we're bringing in our communities and the good work that we're doing in our communities. We also have Helping Hands, Healing Hearts. We go feed the homeless.
Oh yeah.
Every last Sunday of the month. So we're doing a lot of work. When they initially brought us here, they thought they were going to see a cub. They didn't know that they had a city councilman in the making. And they had true live community leaders here. And the first time we came, they weren't prepared. They called me to try, but they needed more time. I understand. So we're prepared. We're ready to go forward, and we're going to be victorious. They told me I had to tone it down coming in here.
So you filed for a candidacy for city council?
Well, you have to register in January, but everything's in the process and on the track to continue to do so. So by January, we'll be registered with the city of McKinney to run for District 1.
This will be the McKinney City Council?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Oh, yeah. See, I come from a conservative place. That's my mother. He's kind of tired.
Well, we talked to the Occupy lawyer from Fort Worth, and he tried every Occupy-related case and said he was also here for you. So I kind of got the misunderstanding that he was your lawyer. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can't say anything bad about those Occupy lawyers. They stepped in, and now that the movement has metamorphed and basically gone away and turned.
It's absurd to me because we have, what's his name, Joseph Presley.
Hold on a second. Let me fire my video back.
Okay, mainstream media, you're filming now next to activist media, and they'll black you out.
Initially, when we came to court, they offered me 100 days of jail time for protesting, for doing nothing more than exercising my First and Second Amendment rights. And that was absurd to me, considering when we look at Joseph Presley, who admitted to molesting a child on multiple occasions, and he was sentenced to 30 days in prison. And we look at the kid in Stanford who raped a woman and was sentenced to 6 months and 90 days in jail before he was released.
There's Dominic Alexander, the leader of Next Gen.
All right, so they just unlocked the court, so we're going to go in and